Remember, it was Simons who won the game against Phoenix. He rises and fires and scores!
Damian Lillard is officially in Milwaukee as a Buck. So this wasn't an introductory press conference, but Bucks faithful definitely rolled the red carpet out as Dame made his first entrance to Milwaukee following the trade with the Blazers. Dame got some shots up, took some photos with some fans. All is well in Milwaukee as Dame kicks off the next chapter in his career. Let's talk about the previous chapter that recently closed up. There's probably no one in the NBA closer to Dame from a reporter perspective than Chris Haynes, and he's got an interesting new article in the atmosphere about the days that led up to Damian being traded from Portland, particularly Damian's interactions with Blazers general manager Joe Cronin. Apparently, after Dame made his initial trade request, according to Chris Haynes, Lillard made it clear both privately and publicly that he wanted to be a Miami Heat. His agent, Aaron Goodwin, went out and said it publicly, even got disciplined for that by the league. Chris Haynes said the general manager for Portland, Cronin, refused to engage with the Heat except for one single phone meeting during July's Las Vegas Summer League, which caused frustration with Dame and his agent, who believed the Blazers were intentionally avoiding discussions with Miami despite Lillard. After nearly 2 months of little to no communication, according to Haynes, Portland agreed to meet with Lillard and Goodwin to hash things out on September 5th. And during the meeting, Lillard became convinced that Joe Cronin had no intention of trading him to Miami. So with training camp a month away, according to Haynes, Dame was like, all right, I'll pivot. If you can't get me to Milwaukee, I'll return to Portland. I will rescind my trade request. At that time, though, apparently Joe Cronin's response to Dame was there was no coming back. Dame was shocked. He said it was discouraging to hear he couldn't return, but added that he didn't want to be somewhere he wasn't wanted. And that's where the meeting ended. I do want to show you guys a quote from Dame in an interview that he did with Draymond Green, I believe last summer on The Volume, in which Damian Lillard did dismiss Milwaukee, his new team. He told Draymond, people going to Oklahoma City, Dame said, like, no offense, people going to Milwaukee, you know what I mean? Portland ain't what people think otherwise. I wouldn't have been living here this long if it was like that, is what pretty much Dame saying. Pretty much he's like, yo, Portland's a better place to live than people think. And he kind of dismissed OKC and Milwaukee in the process. So there's a lot there to consume. Well, my thoughts are clear. I'm not mad at the Blazers general manager, Joe Cronin, for saying, nah, we ain't coming back now. We've already got plans. We've already drafted Scoot Henderson. Our future does not surround you. And I like this new wave in the NBA from some of the general managers kind of fighting back a little bit. We saw last offseason, Kevin Durant demanded a trade to Miami and Phoenix. And Brooklyn was like, hold on now. Their owner, Joe Tsai, was like, wait a minute now. There ain't nothing out there that makes sense to us right now. They played it out for a few months. I thought they should have ran it with that team that they had. Phoenix was playing some good ball. But at the trade deadline, the Suns said, all right, now we don't want to do this anymore. Or excuse me, the Nets said, all right, we don't want to do this anymore. Now let's move off of KD and Kyrie. And then that's when they traded Durant. Now they ended up giving him the team that he wanted to go to. But I do like this wave of teams kind of fighting back and saying, all right, we hear that you want to go there. But if it don't make sense to us, the days of just trading you where you want to be are over. And I want to be clear with you guys. What happened with Durant and what just happened with Dame is much different than Anthony Davis. Somebody's going to bring up Anthony Davis in the comment section on one of these platforms that I post my videos on. And I'm going to remind you, Anthony Davis had 1 year left on his deal. The Pelicans were trying to negotiate a long-term deal with AD, and his agent, Rich Paul, was saying, hey, I'm telling you, in a year's time, this man is leaving for nothing. He is not staying long-term in New Orleans. I would like him to be traded to the Lakers. That's where he wants to play. That's different. Dame's got like 6 years left on his contract, 5, 6 years left on his contract. Matter of fact, Dame's got so many years left on his contract. I was joking with my cousin. He told me, yeah, Dame's only got a couple years left on his deal. I told him to scroll down on Spot Rack. There's a whole nother contract that ain't even started yet. That's how many years Dame's got left in Portland. So yes, or he had in Portland, now obviously in Milwaukee. So if you're the Blazers, it's like, wait, we don't gotta trade you, bro. And we gonna call you bluff on guys like Dame and KD. We know you in love with the game of basketball. We don't believe you'll just walk away if we decided not to play you in favor of just keeping you on the roster just so we don't look like punks and doing whatever you tell us to do. So yes, I gotta respect how Joe Cronin went about business with Dame. He said, all right, we can get you to Miami, we can. The problem is with the Miami Heat trade is the Heat went to the NBA Finals without the top piece of the trade that they're trying to offer Portland. How the hell y'all keep trying to sell me on Tyler Hero? Y'all made it to the finals without him. Y'all almost won a championship without him. Y'all want to sell us on something that y'all didn't even need to get to the finals. I understand that. I do. And I think the Blazers have been reading the cryptic messages from Tyler Hero this offseason. You won't find anyone else in media talking about what I'm talking about right now. You won't find this nowhere else. Tyler Hero has been pouting, and ain't nobody been talking about it. Tyler Hero, I believe, has gotten very acclimated to that Miami sun. And by the way, let me just say this to you, Tyler. I ain't mad at you, bro. I ain't mad at all at you. But the reality is the NBA is the business, and you can be traded at any point in time pretty much. Tyler Hero had been tweeting and pouting for a very long time because he knew he would be the piece that get traded no matter what the trade assets were. Tyler knew he would be at least the biggest piece of the puzzle, right? He knew it. And he had been pouting and pretty much alluding to, I'm not going to say that guy said, I don't want to play in Portland, but you clearly would see if you're a Blazers fan, a general manager, a player on a team, that Tyler probably don't want to play with y'all if he had it his way. He'd like to stay in Miami. So I think the Blazers did what was best for their organization. I ain't mad at the haul, and I think long-term, this will be what's right for Portland. You know, I would have liked for them to keep Drew for a few months, but hey, going and getting picks, Robert Williams, a backup big, if y'all feel as though that's the best you can get for Drew and it won't get nothing but worse, I ain't mad at it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Damian Lillard apparently wanted to return to Portland after he found out he wasn't getting traded to Miami, and according to Chris Haynes, who's very close to Dame, it appears that the Portland Trail Blazers general manager said, nah, ain't no coming back now.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing.
Why build theirs when I believe I can build my own?
You've already done it, or I wouldn't be here.
I'm already the only elite sports and music journalist in the game today. My goal is simple, to be the best there's ever been. So, please don't go. Make sure you subscribe and follow the journey. It truly means everything to me. I tell stories. I talk music. I cover sports. I am culture. I am Pharaoh.